Alrighty, I guess we're live, right? The button is hit, the big button at the top. All right, everybody, look, I'm here with Selena, so I got to train her. She hasn't done this in a while, so I'm trying to make sure that she's good. So thank you. I am so excited to be back on. It's just 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I am going to be on tonight, but I just thought I would jump on and share something with you guys on today. So I'm pulling out my phone. I want you guys to do the same thing and share that I am live. That's right. Share that I am live. I put it over on Facebook. Of course, I am on YouTube. So hello to all my YouTube folks. I am super excited. Again, like I said, to be live. Let me just check it here so I can make sure that we are rocking and rolling. Good. Alrighty. Says we got some folks on. Selena's going to help me with the comments. You know how to do that over there on swipe on the bottom and you'll see the comments. Yep. Swipe on the bottom. Swipe, swipe. No, on the bottom. There you go. Yep. There you go. Now do you see the little comment box? All right. And then you'll see some comments and you'll be able to put those on screen. So happy Monday, everybody. It is Robin and I am so excited. Let me turn this volume down. Sorry. Alrighty. I think, is this Kim? Kim changes her name. So I want to make sure that it is her over on YouTube. There is Apostle Mom. Glad to see you on. Gail, let's now Bishop Designate, Gail House Roberts. Glad to see you on. Good. Thank you. Oh, she says she loves my little dress. I'm trying to do a little something, getting out of t-shirts and sweats every day. So thank you for jumping on with me. Hello there, Linda. Oh yeah, from Owsley United Methodist. I had the privilege of being with you all, I guess, sometime last year. Super excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So much has happened. Of course, we are in the middle of the pandemic. And when I tell you, I've been telling people that God has truly been faithful in this season. To a lot of us, we are profiting in a pandemic. I want you to save the date of December the 5th. Yes, December the 5th. That is going to be my P3 retreat. Pray, plan, and prosper. I'm going to teach Selena how to put that on the screen right now. Hit the blue button for me. Yep. And then you're going to choose a graphic and you're going to do text or title. And you'll be able to type. Yep, swipe. Don't use that one. Good, swipe. Choose, there should be some other options. Good, keep going. Keep going. Okay, go back up. There you go. Use that one, the blue one. Good. So she's going to put the date on the screen for us. It is Saturday, December the 5th. Pray, plan, and prosper. For those of you that I've not had the pleasure to really connect with, I am a faith-based entrepreneur. I like to say faith-based because everything I do is based on the scriptures. So I employ the scriptures, and because I employ them, I believe that they should work, that they should produce fruit. How do you check something's production? By its fruit. So I have fruit to prove that the scriptures work. So Pray, Plan, and Prosper is my retreat where I teach you all the strategies, the systems that I use so that I'm able to generate my own wealth. So my, let's see, this is, I think, 16 years that I have been a full-time entrepreneur. So my coronavirus pandemic hit back in 2003. So without any notice, I was downsized from my dream job, and literally with just my faith and some encouragement from some awesome friends, I started the Wear Agency. And so here I am. You can make the text smaller if it doesn't all show up. Yep, go to the bottom. Hold on before you show it. So I'm teaching her on the go. Does it all fit? Can you read it?
I made 2 lines.
Okay, all right. Well, let's see what she did, you guys. We're gonna see. Y'all know on my last live, I told her I was taking applications to replace her. So let's see if she gets to keep her job. Here we go. So she is going to put up that graphic. All right, so that we can see. So The graphic she put up is not a lower third. So she chose a graphic. I wanted you to choose the lower third. So click on me. Go back to me. Good. So that puts me live back on the camera. Go back to the blue button. No, no, no. See, she moves too fast. What do I always say? Go talk so they can hear you. What do I always say? She moves too fast. Slow down. All right. Pray, plan, and prosper December 5th. So she did a graphic, which is not bad, but that's not what I wanted. So hit the blue button and choose what says like title or there you go. Now scroll down and you'll find the one that is just like a web link. Good. Keep going. Very good. You see it? All right. Click that one. All right. And now you can type the date, December 5th, P3 colons, pray, plan, and prosper. All right. So what we're using, of course, is Switcher Studio. And you guys know I talk about that all the time. One of the things that I challenge my ministries with is taking their production level up. And so literally, Switcher Studio, it is a production suite. So just as I'm talking her through this, you can add lower thirds, you can add graphics, all of that while you're live. So you'll see in just a second how easy it is for your team to help you with that. But I'm going to talk about that in just a second. I don't want to get ahead of myself. So I was saying that my pandemic happened back in 2003. With no notice, I was downsized from my dream job and I started my own agency. And so I'm so excited. It was not easy. It has not been, I wasn't one of those overnight successes. It took me probably 6-7 years to kind of figure out what I wanted to do. So 6 or 7 years of doing this, doing that. I just did it, right? Because I was just being led by the Holy Spirit, and then what opportunities that God sent my way. So now, though I am doing very, very well, I thank God for that. I'm running a successful 6-figure business. Prior to the coronavirus pandemic, I was traveling all over, the U.S. and even out of the country, speaking and doing workshops and working with clients. And so now, because of the pandemic, I am doing more virtual things. And so I thank God for that as well. So, and let me put this out here, you guys. During the pandemic, I was able to convert 2 rooms in my basement into production suites. And so one has my office in it, but the other one is an actual production suite. So I'm so excited that I now am able to receive clients here in my office suite. So I've already had 2 clients come. I've got my 3rd set of clients coming this week. So if we work on any projects together and we need to do video or you need to do training, as a matter of fact, the group, I say group, but there are 4 of them that are coming this week. I'm going to be teaching them on productions. I'm going to teach them about Switcher Studio. I'm going to teach them about graphics. I'm going to teach them about embedding links and landing pages. So got a full session scheduled on Thursday. Of course, we're practicing social distancing. I am excited that my basement, or my lower level, as my mother calls it, is large. And so we've got space that we can be 6 feet apart. And of course, we will be wearing masks, and I've got all my equipment here, so it makes sense. So I'm super excited about that. So during P3, I am going to help you. All right, we ready to put up the lower third for P3? All right, let's see how she does. All right, it's coming. All right, so the system is just a few seconds behind. So I'm looking at what you guys are looking at. So we'll see. It should pop up here in just a second. I see you, Deborah Wiggins. Thank you for joining me today. There's Janice from the D. I see you on today. Yep, Kim says that is her as well. Okay, just hit the lower third to take it off. Hit it one time. Good, alrighty. So yep, she has it. P3, Pray, Plan, and Prosper, December 5th. Y'all, let's give Selena a shout out. Yay, she did it. See, if she would come to work more often when I go live, she would have this system down. But really, that's how easy it is. Wasn't that easy?
Yes.
Say it louder so people can hear you.
Yes.
So listen, literally as you're teaching or speaking and you're saying things on Sunday morning and the Lord is giving you a word, literally they can type it in and put it in the system and, put it up on the screen. So that's why I love this system. So, yep, they're saying looks good, Selena, looks good, looks good. So now I'm going to teach her how to put up you all's comments. So, yep, slide on the bottom.
It's put a Facebook chat. I don't think it's.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so it's only showing Facebook, so we're not going to do that. No worries. All right. Hey, Angela Chase. All right. Good stuff. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me on today. So save that date, December the 5th. Let's show it again. December the 5th is P3 Pray, Plan, and Prosper. All right. So I'll talk more about that, but that is going to be our one-day session where I talk you through or teach you how to monetize your gifts. And then we're actually going to have 2 other dates that we're going to come back together, because there's no way that I can teach you the steps and strategies, and then I need to, without giving you time to implement what I've taught you. See, I'm one of those coaches. You can take it off. I'm one of those coaches, and I always want to make sure that what I teach you works. And so I never want to take for granted that you understand technology. Everybody's at a different level with their comfortability with technology. So P3 normally is Thursday through Saturday. So this time we're going to do Saturday, and then I'll give you 2 other dates that will come back together as a class so I can see what you have implemented. So save the date. Everybody put in the chat box, December the 5th. All right. So today I wanted to talk about what's next. So literally with the pandemic, we did not have any notice, right? Churches basically got 1 day notice that if they were going to have worship, they were going to have to do it virtually. Yes, if they were going to have worship, they were going to have to do it virtually. And one of the things that a lot of people quickly realized is that the church did a great job of having church inside the 4 walls of church, but the way you stream and minister to a virtual audience is totally different. And so here are 3 questions that you really have to ask yourself or your production team. How do we create an online experience that ministers to people? The people that are watching the virtual stream. When you are creating an experience to minister to those that are sitting in front of you, it's totally different. How do we online foster relationships with people in our community? How do we engage and connect with them, even touch those that we are online with? And then number 3, how do we virtually deepen our existing relationships with those inside of the 4 walls of our church, those that are already connected to the ministry? Well, here are, just for some background, here are about 5 things that you can do to do those. Number 1 is be consistent. So you have to be consistent, meaning you have to show up. If your service is at 11 a.m. on Sunday, you show up at 11 a.m. on Sunday. All right. Every single Sunday you should show up. Now, those of you that are on my email list, you received an email from me telling you that I was going live today at 2 p.m. So I actually don't have my glasses on because I left them upstairs. And I told Selena, let's go ahead and start at 2 o'clock. I can do it without my glasses. All right. So I was going to read your comments, and I'm actually able to do that. I'm able to do that. I see Edna Peaches Brown. She says, I'm not Apple. Let's see. I'm not sure. Did I ask something about Apple? I may have missed that. Sorry. Oh, she says, don't do Apple or Mac. Does this technology work with PC? Yes, absolutely it does. Now, Switcher Studios, you do have to use Apple products, but there are other systems out there, Miss Brown, that you can use. So we could talk about that as well. So it was important to me that we honor the time. Why? Because I wanted to, be consistent. I told you 2 o'clock, so I'm showing up at 2 o'clock. Now, every week I've been going live on Monday nights for Money Mondays. And I go live at 8 p.m. on Monday night. So every Monday night, 8 p.m., my audience is building because they know we're going to log on at 8 o'clock and we are going to find Robin there teaching about money things for entrepreneurs. Now, my teachings for church, it's called Let's Talk Church. Those I prefer to do during the day, which is what I'm kind of doing now. And I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of figuring out what is the best time and day of the week to do that because my schedule is kind of all over the place. So right now, I did 2 o'clock on Monday, so we'll see if that works. Number 2 is schedule your content. If you're like me and you're busy and you're traveling or you're helping your family, friends, maybe you're even working, you can record your session, your service, and then you can schedule it or you can premiere it. Now, you can schedule it live or you can premiere it. So let's talk about on YouTube. If you schedule it for 2 o'clock and you pre-recorded it, it will start at 2 o'clock and people can fast forward through it. They can choose to sit and watch it from the beginning to the end, or they can fast forward. However, if you premiere it, they cannot fast forward. And that gives more of the live feeling or the live experience. So I would definitely recommend, even if you pre-record your content, that you premiere it. That way you can be online, you can be in the comments, you can be in the chat, so that they really have no idea that you are not live. All right. So let's go to number 3. You can cultivate engagement. I've shared this many, many times. This adds to building your community. Cultivating engagement. Start your broadcast early, meaning you can do a 5-minute countdown, or you can host a virtual lobby. At church, if service was at 11, the doors opened at 10. Why? So that people could come early, they could engage and experience your hospitality in the lobby. They could host meetings. They could meet one-on-one with ministry leaders, whatever. They were able to do that. And that's what fosters community. That's what fosters engagement. But you can do the same thing virtually. Again, back in March, we just all jumped on Facebook, 11 a.m. Well, now that we got some time, we can use Zoom. Zoom has since come out with breakout rooms. And so literally you could have your breakout rooms open up at 10 a.m., 1 hour before your worship service. You have your key leaders in those rooms so that when your members or the participants want to have a meeting or ask questions, your leaders are in place in their respective Zoom rooms. Number 4, of course, create content that blesses. If your worship experience is normally 2 hours, 2.5 hours, that's not going to bless the people. Most people are going to give you 30 to 60 minutes. So be thoughtful and figure out how to have your worship experience in 60 minutes, no more than 75 minutes. Again, when we were inside the 4 walls of church, you could minister for 2 hours. People were kind of held captive and they stayed there. And, the choir sang 2 or 3 songs. The praise team did 20, 30 minutes. The sermon could be 45 minutes and people sat there. They don't do that for a virtual audience. So that's why you have to ask these questions. Is what we're doing, is it effective? How do you know it's effective? Well, are people getting saved? Are people joining your church? Are people signing up for your email list? Are people coming back and watching and rewatching your services? Think about that. All right. So be thoughtful with that. And then number 5 is create a conversation out of every comment. So what that simply means is when you are live, have somebody in the comment section, like I'm doing, reading and responding to people. Of course, you as the pastor may not feel comfortable to have a device up there in the pulpit with you, but I would. And I would be responding to people so that they can know that I'm reading their comments. For instance, Janice is saying, is P3 going to be virtual? Yes, it is. It is going to be virtual. Good. Kim told her it would be. Yes, it's going to be virtual. People like that engagement. That's what keeps them connected. Janice is a great supporter. She tells people about me. I want her to be able to get off of this broadcast and share with other people. Watch this broadcast. This is one of my coaches. I'm going to be attending this. I want you to attend this. Finding out her question after I've gone off doesn't help me, right? You want to catch people where they are. So that's why it is important. All right. So now that you've asked your team those questions so that you can figure out how to create a better online experience, I want to talk about what's next. Everybody type in the comment section, what's next? This session of what's next, I'm going to give you 4 things that your church can do so that you can take your online virtual experience to the next level. All right. Show the first graphic, not the point, the first graphic. Good. All right. So 4 things. What's the subtitle? For what?
Great ideas for your church.
4 great ideas for your church. Of course, if you're watching me and you're a business or an organization, these will work for you too. All right. So 4 great ideas for your church. All right. Back to me. All right. Just show me. Good. All right. So here we go with our 4 things. I want you to look at your website. Number 1, look at your website. Your website is so important because it shows, it is your home base so that your audience, after they watch your virtual experience, they may say, you know what, I really want to learn more about this ministry. Well, hopefully when they go over to your website, they don't find a website that is pre-COVID, BC, before COVID, right? They need to find BOC, because of COVID, right? So your website has been adjusted or updated because of COVID, meaning you should have information, one click. They shouldn't even have to click, to be honest with you, to find your live stream. They should find information about your virtual lobby. They should find information about how to give virtually. All of that should be one click or less for them to find on your website. All right. So that is the first thing that you can do to help your church. What's the subtopic again?
4 great tips, ideas for your church.
4 great ideas for your church. So that is number 1. All right. Number 2 is to build out a landing page for your worship service. So let's say when they go over to your website, you have a button that says watch live stream versus that button taking them straight to Facebook or YouTube. It takes them to a landing page. And on this landing page, it has all of the information about your ministry. But most importantly, it has maybe a PDF that's embedded in the landing page that has your sermon notes. Maybe it has a link to your YouTube channel playlist. So when they click it, it takes them to your YouTube channel where you've got a playlist, which is a series of videos that you've combined into a playlist. Maybe on that landing page, there's a section for youth so that they can click it and they can watch a youth message or they can connect with your youth leaders. All right. I hope this is helping you. These are great tips to help your church. Number 3 is I want you to think about now taking your virtual experience to the next level with a mobile app. That's right. A mobile app. I know a lot of you pre-COVID were thinking about mobile apps. You've definitely been downloading them to do anything on our smartphones. We have apps. But as far as for your church, it is very, very important that you give your congregation and your supporters, people that follow you, an easy way to connect with you, even if they do not have the ability to go on their computer. So a mobile app is a great way to do that. It's a great, great option. So think about that. Number 3. Number 1, we said is website. Number 2, we said is landing page. Number 3 is your mobile app. And then number 4 is I want you to consider restreaming options. simply, instead of just streaming to Facebook, you also now can stream to YouTube. You can stream to Periscope. You can stream to Twitter. And you can even stream to your website. All of that's done through a restreaming tool. Now, there's actually a service called Restream. That's not what I'm talking about. You can get that, but there are other services out there. So don't think that that's the only one that is open to you. All right. So website, landing page, mobile app, and restreaming. So any questions about those? I am excited to share that my agency, we're able to provide you with all of those options. If you need a new website, I'm going to have Selena type in thewearagency.com. Now I'm going to teach you a secret. Don't see, she started moving those hands. I want you to go to the, oh, is it? That's okay. Just take it from here. Just pull the plug out of this one. All right, good. Pull it out. No worries. Okay. And plug it in. Her device was saying it's a little low. Oh, you know what? You can't because of the device. Don't worry about it. Okay. Turn my camera a little bit back for me. Just a little bit. Your fingers in the way. There you go. Perfect. All right. Now just hit that for that box to go away. All right. Now go to the little graphic that you put up the P3. Nope. See, she's moving too fast. I said go to it. Did I tell her to touch it, y'all? Did I tell her to touch it? But what happened? She touched it. So I want you to go to it and hold your finger on it. Good. Now it's going to give you some options and you're going to choose duplicate. All right. Then it's going to come up again because you've duplicated. You're going to hold your finger again on it. Good. And then you're going to hit edit. Good. And then you're going to type in thewearagency.com. Or you can give my email address, I guess. Let's see, what should we do? Oh, I'll give you my office number, 678. Let me do that. Yeah, I'll give you the office number, 678-948-5383. Or my email address. Good. Which is rware@thewearagency.com. And you can email me. Now you may have to squeeze that in to make all that on one line, or you can do two lines, however you want to do that, Selena. But you guys can reach out to me. So we do websites, we do landing pages, we do mobile apps, and we provide restreaming services. All right. So she's going to put that up on the screen. All right. How does that look? Can they see it all? Okay, good. All righty. So it's coming up. If you need a new website, if you need a new landing page, if you are interested in mobile apps or restreaming, my agency, the Wear Agency, can provide all of those services to you. We do those right now for clients. As a matter of fact, we also do weekly marketing. We have clients that we do their graphics for their sermon series. We do graphics for their PowerPoint presentations. We have some clients that do their services using Zoom. We provide the graphics for those services as well. So whatever you want to do or whatever you're interested in, let us know. You can reach out again to me through my email or by calling the office, and we will be glad to help you with one of those four. All right. So let me see if you guys have any questions. There's Cedric, glad to see you on. You're so funny. Let's see. Deborah's saying, oh, okay. No, she's asking about restreaming. So restreaming, typically when you go live using your smart device, it just goes to one platform, Facebook or YouTube, Twitter or Periscope, or to your website. With restreaming, it can go to all of them at one time versus what most people do is they put up an iPad and then they put up two cell phones, right? And so one goes to Facebook, one goes to YouTube, one goes to the website, and then the person like me has to look at all the different devices. When you use Restream, it does it all from one device. Now, a lot of the larger ministries may be producing their worship experience from their churches. If they're doing it from within the four walls of church, okay, if they're doing it within the four walls of church, then they've got their media teams there and they've already got some sort of restreaming option. But I'm giving our smaller churches some affordable options. All right. So these options are not going to cost you, thousands of dollars every month. That's not how I operate. I really want to be a blessing. Some of these systems, you actually go through my agency. And so because I've got multiple clients taking advantage of them, the cost is able to be dispersed. And so not one client is paying the full load. So anyway, with all that said, hit me up again. I'm going to have her put it back on the screen. You can email me or call the office rware@thewareagency.com or 678-948-5383 to inquire about new websites, landing pages, mobile apps, as well as restreaming. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. Good. Deborah says she got it. Yes. Shantae, the P3 announcement is, you have it on there still? P3 is December the 5th. It is going to be virtual. We will have 2 additional dates that you will need to connect back with me because, as you know, Shantae, P3 normally is a 3-day event. And so I'm not going to cut back on what I'm going to teach, but I am going to do it. The first session will be December 5th, and then we'll agree on what the additional 2 dates are from all of the attendees. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me on today. Meet me back here tonight at 8 p.m. for Money Mondays. It's your girl, Robin Ware. God